Hello, 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 my beautiful YouTube family. This is your friend Lesego, the Futurist. So I'm so excited to just be here with you once again. It's been a while. I know I've been gone, and you guys have been looking forward to hear from me, to see me, and know what I'm up to. But don't worry. I'm back, and this time around, I'm going to be serving you with real content. Content that's filled with substance, content that's empowering, content that is, uplifting, content that makes you to believe that and to feel the need to go out there and go after your wildest dreams, okay? So don't worry, your futurist is back, and I'm going to be serving you with amazing content. So happy New Year 2025. I have decided that now I'm going to be doing this YouTube thing like I never left. You get it? So stay tuned and let's see. So guys, I intended that I was going to make this video just a short clip, where I give you a word of the day, right? But then I see that chances are it might be longer than that. But before I can extend this episode with other things, because there's been a lot that's been happening. So this episode is more like life update, right? So this episode is more like a life update. This episode is more like me and you catching up, because for sure you've been asking yourself, where is our visionary? So your visionary, your futurist is here today, and you don't need to worry, okay? So first of all, my people, I love you so much. I just want you to know that I love you, okay? If you're watching this, just know that I love you so much. So, and if you're watching this and you've not subscribed, please hit the hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next video after this one. Now, let's get into today's business, okay? Oh, by the way, before we get into today's business, I wanted to share with you something interesting. So, about 2 weeks ago, I checked YouTube. I was like, YouTube, I want to monetize our channel, right? And YouTube was like, you can only monetize your channel once you hit 1,000 subscribers. So right now, my people, we are at 863 subscribers. Or 64 subscribers, 864, if not 63, somewhere there. So what that means is that we are left with 140 subscribers until we hit 1,000 subscribers. So the moment we hit 1,000 subscribers, you know what that means. We will be officially employees of YouTube. Will be getting paid for the content that we give out to our people, the Vision Squad, and all these other people on YouTube who are going to come across this amazing content that we are producing, alright? So I had to inform you, my people, about that. So as you're watching this, share this link for my channel. Our channel, this is your channel, for our channel, my channel and your channel and our channel as the Vision Squad, as the Futurist Squad. And share it with your people on WhatsApp. You can share the link on WhatsApp, on your status, just everywhere, and tell them to hit the subscribe button. By the way, I know most people in my country tend to be confused that maybe subscription is something that you need money to pay for. No, you don't need to pay anything to subscribe. What you need to is to be watching this video as you're watching it, and then if you go down or scroll down below somewhere, there you see a button written subscribe. You just click on it and then it will write subscribed. So you do that. You even ask your friends at school. If you are a student in some university, you ask them, please subscribe to my friend's YouTube channel, okay? Because me and you, we are friends. You know, we are day ones. We've been in this together, right? So do that. Bring your tribe in our channel and let them subscribe so that before the end of April, we are at 1,000 subscribers. I know it's very possible. It's very attainable, okay? So do that for me. That is the most important thing that both you and I, the Vision Squad, we need to grow our network. We need to grow our channel. Now let's move forward to what this episode is about, or the important word of the day, or the important message of the day that I had for you. So there's a beautiful adage that I once came across, which goes like, when people fall in love with your flowers and not your roots, they will not know what to do when autumn comes. When people fall in love with your flowers and not your roots, they will not know what to do when autumn comes. So that is one quote that is quite mind-blowing, but also it's very important for the time that we live in, where people build relations, whether it's work relations, whether it's friendships, whether it's romantic relations, whether it's business partnerships. Most of the time, the relationships in today's world are more superficially built. They don't have depth. You understand? We need to normalize building connections, building relationships more from internal values that we share with people. Let us learn how to build connections from how we relate with people or how we connect with people, or how we are attracted to people at an intellectual level, right? Let it be that I had a conversation with you, we sat down, and as we sat down, we looked beyond what we look like on the outside. We looked beyond the outside appearances, and we had a heart-to-heart conversation at some point. And from that heart-to-heart conversation we had, you picked on my brain, I picked on your brain. And that encounter, where we encountered each other, we saw that there's a certain level of resonance that we have. And that should be the basis of how we form friendships and relations with other people. That is my view, okay? That is how I look at it. So in today's world, it's like we don't do that. You know, it's about, oh, she looks cute. I think Lesego is cute. So I kind of like her, right? You are not interested in knowing the person. You're not interested in the depth. Who is this Lesego? Huh? How does Lesego react? How does Lesego react when things get heated, right? How does Lesego react in situations? How does Lesego think? What are Lesego's values? What kind of person is Lesego? What are her priorities? How does she relate with people? Not necessarily people who can do something for her, even people who can do nothing for her. How is Lesego? What kind of person is Lesego? When Lesego walks by the gate and she sees a security guard, watch her. What does she do? Does she walk straight and not say hello? Does she walk straight as if she doesn't see the human right there and she can't say hello? What kind of person is Lesego? Is Lesego like prideful, right? Does she feel like she's better than everyone? Does she have superiority complex? Does she walk into a building like a peacock, feeling like she is the thing and everyone else is nothing? So I think that's the level that we need to start adopting. That's the depth that I'm talking about. And the reason why this quote that I just shared, or this adage that I just shared with you, my people, is very important is because in today's time, we don't build relations out from depth, right? It's not about the values you have. It's not about, are you an empathetic person? Are you someone who has values like integrity? Are you someone who loves people? Not necessarily for what they can do for you. Are you a person who doesn't walk out looking for people or to connect with people because you think that are your answered prayers? Because that's another challenge. We meet people who come into our lives thinking we are their answered prayers. Someone looks at you from a social media perspective. They're like, oh, this person, I think she's doing well for herself. Based on that, they're just judging you from that distance and they think you're doing well. And them coming closer to you has nothing to do with just them being drawn to you and your values and what you stand for. It's more about, if I have proximity to this Lesego or whoever the person might be, they are my answered prayer. And I think that's where we are getting it wrong. That's where we are missing the mark. That's where we are missing the point. Let us build relations with people first from the depth. Let us know the person. What do they stand for? You know? What do they stand for? What kind of person are they? If I'm with Lesego, what does she teach me? Not how beautiful Lesego is, what she's wearing, how much money she has. Because that's what you people today are doing. How many likes does Lesego have on Facebook or TikTok or whatever? I don't know how to explain this to you. Those things are on the micro. You understand? Those things are superficial. If you're to like someone because of how many likes they have, how many followers they have on TikTok, I feel sorry for that person, if at all, that to believe that you really love them or you are for them simply because of you being there in their platform audience. Of course, it's good to have an audience. It's good to have people who are rooting for you. But if the sole reason of you being admired by people is because of the notoriety you have, oh boy, I feel sorry for you. You should just take a step back and reflect and ask yourself, is that what you want? Because if that's what you want, I don't know what to say to you. So that's pretty much what that quote teaches us, that if you are loved for your flowers could be exactly the things that I've been talking about, your achievements, right? If you're loved because of your achievement, you're loved because of the notoriety or the fame you have, if you're loved because of the family you come from, your family name, if you're loved because of your looks or the appearances you have, how beautiful, how cute you are, oh boy, oh girl, I feel sorry for you, because those are your flowers. So that means if autumn comes or even winter and your flowers wither, the people who love you for your looks, should you have an accident and then you don't look the same way, should Facebook or TikTok be closed, should the algorithm do something to your account, or should you lose that account, it means that you are doomed, because the people are just interested in the flowers. It's like bees, you know, bees love flowers, not because they love flowers, and it's all about what the bees can take from the flowers. The bees need no, I think the bees and the flowers, It's a good relationship because flowers need the bees to pollinate them. The flowers need the nectar from, the bees need the nectar from the flowers to go and make their honey. So it's like an exchange. It's a barter system between the flowers and the bees. But then now, in your case, it's not like that. It's just you're a flower right there. So should a season change, should summer, where you are blossoming, change, and now we are in autumn, where you are no longer having those flowers, or we are in winter, where you are withering or you are bent by the cold, it means that the people that are around you who love you for your flowers will not be there for you. So that's the word of the day, basically. That's the message that I have for you. I hope that you're going to listen to this and learn something from it and do something about how you form relations with people, and even just introspect yourself and ask yourself, what kind of person am I? How do I form relations with people? Where do I build my relations? What's the basis of my relations with people? Is it the roots? Because the roots define your values, who you are, the parts that make you up. So if people love me for my flowers, it means that if I'm to show them now the roots, who I am, where I come from, my traumas, my past, where I've been, the kind of background I come from, whether rich or poor, or something that forms these roots that they may not like, it means that our whatever that we had, the friendship, whatever, is just going to vanish, because now the roots have that depth. The roots go deep into the soil, they have depth. And then the flowers are just there being fed by the roots. So you gotta love people for their roots, who they are, all their parts, right? Just love them, all their parts. Love them for who they are, not for what they have, not what they have achieved. Don't even make the mistake that I talked about earlier of walking out there looking for people who you think are your answered prayers, okay? Because if that is you, it means you don't genuinely like those people. You love them for what you think is the possibility of how they can add value to you, and not necessarily that you want to be there and experience them and let them experience you as a person, right? So shout out to you, my amazing vision squad. That was the message for today in our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell, don't forget to invite your friends and family to come and listen to our word of the day. More content is coming in our channel. Stay tuned.